Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Good morning, how are we feeling? Welcome back. What is up? Oops. Let's turn this on. Hey, yo, hey, yo, 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 yo. Hey, yo, yo, hey, what's up? How you feeling? Welcome back. Cheers. Cheers and welcome back. Sorry we had to end the episode short yesterday. Hello, I know we're at a weird time, too. We're at a weird time, ended the thing yesterday. Hello. Hello, everybody. How are you guys feeling? What's happening? Pice. The market's red. Super red in the market. Things are down, but then they leveled off there for a minute. They leveled off. We got some interesting news. Hello. What's up? Hey, from Houston, Texas. What is up? No rooster today, Jeff asks. No rooster, question mark. No rooster, question mark? Good time to buy. That's right. That's a great time to buy. I agree. I concur. Well, we got 254, the whole crypto market at $254 billion. We're looking at Bitcoin at 6.4. How much lower will it go? Tell me more. Ethereum at 439. Ooh, will it break below 4? XRP below 45 cents. It just happened. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Hello. Cheers. Cheers. Crypto time. Pete Paris. XRP below 45 cents. Just right below it. 449. 449. Bitcoin Cash at 697, right under 700. EOS taking a big dive, under 10% loss. Litecoin under 77. Stellar, 19 cents. Cardano, 13 cents. Oh my goodness, 13 cents for a Cardano. Yikes. Did you guys hear about IOTA? IOTA Dangle, the Tangle issue they had. IOTA is in trouble. Also, Bancor is in trouble. We're going to look at that. Tron under 3.5 cents. Woo! Guys, it is hot time for some good buying. We talked yesterday about the idea of buying in regular intervals so you don't try to always time it. Thinking about, oh, I want to time the bottom, win Lambo. You know, win bottom, win Lambo is really hard to know. So, don't even think you're going to call it. Basically, just regular purchases. This one piece of hair is tripping me out. Hello from India, Guatemala. What's the near future? 20% down? Arun Anuja, I think so. I think that we're probably going to see some more dips, some more slides, mainly just because that's what the news says, that's what the trend says. So let's dive through the news. Let's dive through this bad boy and see what happens. We got some XRP news, some hacks, good things to look at. Crypto market sees red, total market cap down 15 billion. So we're going to burn through the news and then we'll talk about it. Okay? We'll look at what's happening and then we'll talk about it. Bitcoin's down. Everything's down. Everything's in the red. We know that. Why? Bitcoin's down 66%, but it still may be the future of money. That sounds good. I like that. You know, we know this was happening too. If you guys have been following this channel, we know we've talked about the Tether, Bitfinex price manipulations, the possibility of a lower bottom. That's right. That just sounds funny. A lower bottom. I'm all about the lower bottom though. People are saying 3 to 4, maybe 4 to 5. What that projects to XRP, what that projects to Ethereum, is hard to say. I will go back really quick and look at the price and say Bitcoin dominance is up. You guys can't see that on your screen. Jose, H2X, thank you so much. Cheers, Jose. I appreciate the support. If we go look at our screen really quick and I pull this up, you guys can see the Bitcoin dominance is up 43%. That's actually up quite a lot. 41%, 41.6 was what it was a few days ago. So, looking at people letting go of altcoins, repositioning in Bitcoin. So there's faith that this is still, possibly a good buy-in. People are saying this is a good position to get in. People are saying it might go lower. But again, talking about regular intervals is a good way to hedge your purchases from loss if you think it's going to dip. But, hey, what's up? Hey, Leah. I'm trying to find a good time, honestly, that works for me. And I'm not going to say who, but I think some people maybe just watch my show and take my content and regurgitate it. So I'm gonna just play around. Hey, what's up from Wales? How's it going? Cheers. Also, today's time is actually more due to the fact that I had real life issues. I had real life, not issues, but pressing matters that I had to take care of. So I was not able to join you this morning for this morning's news. But this is pretty much a rough time anyway. I almost didn't even come on today because I was like, are live streams killing my channel? Are they killing my channel? I'm spending all my time live streaming. I'm not even making videos. But I already made a video today, so I thought, whatever, let's do it. You have an open account. How to create a wallet and transfer to it. What? What's the question? All right, so looking at the crypto market cap hitting 43% of BTC dominance, people are letting go and repositioning into Bitcoin from other altcoins. We see most altcoins and ICOs don't have a very long shelf life if the team doesn't stick through and hold it together. Interesting development in the hack slash loss area. Well, 22 billion wiped out from the crypto market in 24 hours. No big deal. But also, well, this is moving too fast. Well, no, it's fine. We'll start here. Well, thank you. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate it. Thank you. A Bancor wallet got hacked, and that wallet has the ability to steal coins out of their own smart contracts. An exchange is not decentralized if it can lose customers' funds or it can freeze customers' funds, etc., etc. So Charlie Lee made this post, and I wasn't sure what he was talking about. And I was like, what is he talking about? And basically, there was a hack, the Bancor hack. Where is it? Did I close that window? So, Bancor had some issues, and this is interesting to look at too because, well, Bancor is supposed to be a nice, chill, decentralized exchange, and the platform basically got hacked for about 12 million. Now, here's the issue. Here's the real issue too: is that the issue, the penetration point, or the possible a reason they were able to get hacked has been brought up before and brought to their attention, and they did nothing about it. That's an issue. So basically, you can read through the whole article if you want. They had some issue where a wallet was withdrawing Ethereum and Nexus and Bancor tokens. They were actually able to freeze the Bancor tokens because it was something they built into their protocol and they never told anybody about. People were a little bit upset about that. People were a little bit like, whoa, wait, what? What happened? They were like, no, we just did it because we wanted to make sure a thief couldn't, take our coins. So they froze the Bancor tokens, and they're trying to help. They're trying to prevent them from being able to liquidate the other tokens, the Nexus and the Ethereum. But looking at the issue, really, the bigger issue is that when I saw the first tweet by Charlie Lee about this, I was looking through the comments, and someone in the comments was like, well, what's really crazy is that they were called out just a few days ago about this. And I found this Medium article that talks about it. It literally talks about this QuantStamp, which is QuantStamp's an auditing tool for smart contracts that we've actually looked at doing a video about because I like it. But I don't know if I like it anymore. I don't know if I like it now that this has happened. Exactly, yeah. No, I mean, it's hard to say. A lot of exchanges are probably jokes in a sense, So I agree, Michael Carroll. It's hard to say. A lot of those, obviously there's real exchanges. I'm on Binance. I'm in Binance. I have possibly some faith that KuCoin's a real exchange. But there's definitely some scandalous activity in crypto for sure. And I'm not saying there was. They just basically had an error in their code. They had an error in their code that created a basic potential flaw. And let's talk about it. Let's look at this article. This came out before the hack. That's what's great, is this guy broke down the issue before the hack. So if you don't, and it goes in, this is super detailed. So we're going to skim through it, just blast on through this bad boy. Description of the problem basically is the Bancor network is, it's an ERC20 token that creates liquidity inside the ERC20 token network. So it's a decentralized exchange for ERC20 tokens. The problem is that the QuantStamp company is a smart contract auditing platform. You can privately run an audit on whatever smart contracts you want, which is really cool. And the issue with them too is that they're actually using a different platform called Onin Oyente, and you used to have to pay for their audits with their QuantStamp. Now you don't, etc., etc. So QuantStamp actually did discover the error, and that was actually really cool. QuantStamp discovered the error, but they issued the error. They said well, we found this error in this code, and then Bancor, I think, said, whoa, actually that's not an error, that's a false positive, and QuantStamp didn't stand by their audit, and they pulled it. That's what happened. QuantStamp didn't stand by their audit. They pulled it, and they said, okay, it was a false positive. A false positive means that it gave the indication that it was a hole, but it really wasn't because of some technicality, right? And so looking at the two types of, he goes through and talks about all this stuff. We'll drop in the sources, but he talks about the two types of false positives. He talks about the idea that QuantStamp had knowledge of this, and then they rolled back this audit. They took back the audit. They actually pulled it from the internet. And days later, Bancor actually is taken advantage of through the hole the audit found. So it's kind of rough, because I liked QuantStamp, and I was about to do a video talking about them, and I was kind of on the fence back and forth, because I was trying to figure out, like, are they using their token? Is there a reason to use their token? Why would I buy their token otherwise? And so the whole thing is broken down, the security issues and the layer of them knowing but not fixing it in time, etc., etc. So I thought that was really interesting to look at. And bad move for QuantStamp. I agree. They could have come out of this looking really, really strong. It didn't have the balls. That's right, Bricks. And that's a rough move for them, because I actually would have been super all about them calling that before it came through. That would have been really strong for them to be like, yeah, we spotted that on our audit, and you guys didn't care. And that's what happened. So looking at that hack, they froze the Bancor tokens. They couldn't freeze the other tokens. They're trying to prevent them from being liquidated, etc., etc. Ripple faces another lawsuit. Did you guys see that? It's like some other person. I don't even know if that's... I just keep seeing that. Is that even a new lawsuit? Is that even a new thing? Bitcoin heads for its biggest drop in more than 2 weeks. That came out today. This is not old. Number of tweets that mentions Bitcoin drop up to 30,000 per day. That's a lot. That's a lot. Biggest cryptocurrency slide drags Ethereum, Litecoin lower. So looking at the market, looking at the indicators, talking about if you believe the consensus of the group, we're not looking like we're going bull run anytime soon. They're saying possibly, and I said this kind of under my breath, maybe I yelled it, maybe I didn't. I said this, I think that we will see a further slip even as SBI goes live. The real last shake that's going to happen, I think, is SBI going live, good volume increase on XRP, and a price decline at the same time. And it's going to confuse people. It's going to test them. It's going to test their bearing. It's going to test their commitment. And if you need to go watch my whole do not sell video, it's a good one. It talks about the percentage of return holding through a bull market versus bear market, etc., etc. So possibly seeing a drop, possibly seeing another drop. That's okay. More positions, lower positions to get in on. Hedging your purchases either way by regular intervals. Maybe not. Maybe it's time. Maybe the bull run's happening. You know, who knows? So we have the role of China in the burst of Bitcoin. This article is just kind of try to tie the link between the Bitcoin economy and the Chinese economy, and the idea that China has a lot of control here. China has a lot of support already, underlying support, but they're also afraid to give it power. I think this is going to lead to us having to do a whole video about another article I saw that basically the idea is that we've never been given a chance to opt out, right? So cryptocurrency is the first chance to opt out of your nation fiats. What does that mean? It gives you, literally, it gives you a position or a chance to buy out of a nation fiat. And so we're going to look at that at a bigger level, and what that means and how nation states can embrace that. So we have a few months for the bulls. Buy, buy, buy. More than half of ICOs fail within 4 months, study suggests. So we looked at this, a similar article the other day. It's very cut and dry. You know, they fail because the team's not really delivering a lot. There's not maybe any new tech there. There's no real incentive or innovation. So yeah, of course they fail. The Lightning Network. We've just talked about them not really being able to deliver much as far as like high transactions. Like they can't do more than 3 cents for a transaction with 100% success. So I don't know exactly what's going on with this. 100 merchants can now try Lightning Network risk-free. All right, what is it, like a trial? I don't know. And what was another thing that I saw today? The Ether wallet warns of a hack, urges users to move funds for Holachrome extensions. So if you've used the my Ether wallet within the last 24 hours. This is what they just tweeted out. That's why it's good to follow a lot of these guys on Twitter. If you guys don't follow some of these guys on Twitter, you should just follow your peoples. I don't even follow them. But looking at that, staying up to date. What is up? What is up, Seth and Clever? How are you? How are you today? We're just burning through the news a little bit late. We looked at this already. Crypto latest hack. Bancor loses 23.5 mil. That's a lot. I think they froze the 10 million in Bancor tokens, like I said, and that they lost 1 million pundis and 12.5 million Ether. Ether wallet's acting funny today. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That Hola Chrome extension hacked. If you have Hola Chrome extension installed and use the My Ether wallet within the last 24 hours, please transfer your funds immediately to a brand new account. So if you guys have that Chrome extension, bounce out of that wallet for a second. Bounce out. Don't risk it. Turn around. Don't drown. So again, more of this decentralized hack news. And nothing too crazy other than looking at XRP news. XRP may hit $5. Where do they just keep making up new articles for XRP all the time, right? What's up, Richard? Ripple, is an SEC decision close? Is there any new information in the article? Should be the title. Is there any new information in this article, question mark? What are we looking at for Stellar? Oh, we were looking at this yesterday. It's pretty rough. This is talking some smack about Stellar for sure. And I know there's a lot of news about Stellar being baller with IBM and all the cool things that's happening, but this was a rough read if you're into Stellar. I kind of was like a little bit like, ooh, stop hitting me. Stop hurting me. They lay into Stellar on this article, and look at the history of the relationship with Jeb and Ripple, the transparency trap about the issue of the coin creation, etc., etc. We looked at this yesterday, so nothing too crazy. Looking at the whole market dropping, why is it happening? Ripple, is it not a security? Everyone just wants to know. It's kind of a gray area. Kind of a little bit of a gray area. We had a little bit of a loss. We're probably losing some people that are like on the fence. You know, like people that are on the fence, they're lost. They probably are done. You don't trust any exchange except for Binance? You know what? That's I can relate to that, bro. I can relate to that a lot. Because Binance is pretty legit. Binance is pretty awesome. Especially the way that they made sure to like really decentralize all their servers to different places and like, you know, develop a relationship with Malta and stuff. I think Binance is solid. I love Binance. What are you saying, Michael Carroll? Ripple is an SEC? Yeah. Ripple's a security. Ripple could develop a security or launch an IPO, but XRP is not. Is that what you're saying? There's no reason for the SEC to declare Ripple a security. Besides, Ripple could be looking to reinforce its defense and quash these cases. Most of them are weak anyway, even from the perspective of someone with no legal background. Well, thanks for saying that, guy. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, Richard's right. You know, like Binance is great, but never, like, you don't really own your tokens until they're out of the exchange. That's for sure. Another idea I thought about is all these cases, every case has basically been built on the fact that they lost money when every case, every lawsuit against XRP is like, I lost money because I thought I'd be rich by now, and I'm not. So what happens when XRP goes above $30, $3.80, or whatever the all-time high was? What if it goes past its all-time high? What kind of lawsuit do they have then? Like when halfway through the case, they're like, oh, Ripple's up actually today. XRP's up. XRP's up to $4 today. I dropped my case. I'm sorry, I rest my case. Case dismissed. So anyone who invested in January is in the same boat as someone who invested in Bitcoin or any other crypto in that same period. So yeah. Everyone's in the same boat. They have all made and lost fortunes in equal measure. That's because all cryptos peaked in 2017 and have had a downward spiral since the beginning of 2018. It's true. It's true. For someone to purport that they are suing Ripple because they lost is inaccurate. If XRP has been the only crypto dropping in value for reasons related to Ripple Labs and the rest of the market was rising, then that would be a different scenario altogether. Oh my God, it's like he's breaking down their argument. And it doesn't sound very good. Their argument doesn't sound very good. So, exactly, the whole issue creates an incredible opportunity for smart money to move into Ripple. That's because of things that clear up. XRP will continue trading in a range. We can go look at the history of XRP. You know, like the history of XRP, you can see all the times that it grows and drops, grows and drops. It takes a run and it corrects. And that's the way it works. That's how it works. No big deal. Ripple is not, XRP is not Ripple. Brands diverge as SEC closes in. And this is, I think, important. I know I just say back and forth. Sometimes I just say Ripple or say XRP or whatever. But they're really trying right now. This is a yesterday article, day-old article. They're really trying to differentiate themselves from the technology they've developed. Like we're Ripple Labs, that's XRP. Do you guys think it's the Rising Phoenix? Are we on with the Rising Phoenix name? Can we just change it on CoinMarketCap to Rising Phoenix yet? Tell me. Tweet at me now. Hashtag Rising Phoenix. If XRP is not Ripple, then what is it? Ripple's own people seem to have difficulty with the concept. Ripple's chief marketing strategist appeared on the street and suggested that XRP is a digital asset that trades on its own. You guys can't even see that. It's owned by lots of people in lots of places. We happen to own a lot. We own a lot of cash, chairs, and computers, but the company's called Ripple, and we sell software. Interesting. I like this differentiation. And this is interesting. Like we're moving forward. We're developing the terminology for us to understand the conversation we're having. We're understanding the conversation and giving us the ability to take part in the conversation is important. Giving us the tools to understand what's taking place. And so it's slow. It's a slow, arduous journey, right? I think I said this the last 4 videos. Look to inspiration from the actual Ripple Labs team who has patiently answered these same questions for the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, over and over again. At least since 2015, 3 years ago. They've been answering the same questions. Super, super consistent answers, patiently reminding people how to understand the technology. And that's great. That's great. That's what we want. While Steve Jobs may have once disavowed a Newton-like device, the corporate history are not littered with the furniture companies angrily distancing themselves from their sofas. So there's a lot of developments here. There's a lot of evolutions of digital assets. I'm trying to finish the Ripple XRP video and looking at what has been happening with the development of digital assets. It's the technology itself is revolutionary. People were asking me the other day, like, well, what about Quorum, etc. Quorum just started in 2016, and they, of course, want to take part in this technology. Why wouldn't they? It's part of their business. So, I think that we're obviously just still taking the patience to move forward, the opportunities to have conversations, the ability for us to understand the technology, the ability for us to share the information with people and look at like how does this technology work, how does it solve what the problems that we were having with the original manifestation of the technology. If you watched the video I launched this morning, looking for the next Bitcoin, the article I read through was called Stop Looking for the Next Bitcoin, because a lot of people still are really on the Bitcoin maximalist train, and they're still thinking there's only one, we can only have one. And XRP, even though XRP could be cheering, we're the one, we're better than everybody, they're cheering, there's room for everyone, let's use the interledger, people can use whichever one they want, and that's going to compound interest over and over again into XRP. It's quicker, it's faster, it's easier, etc., etc. So a lot of things that are happening that really are under the radar. Things that are happening under the radar are like the development of smart contracts on Codius. And looking at Codius took a huge hit today. I don't know if you guys pay attention to it, but the contracts are so far down. Like we were at 100 or something, and now we're at 18. So I think someone was saying some businesses were running and testing smart contracts, but I'm not really sure. It's hard to say exactly. There's a pickup again, maybe like an hour ago or so, but you guys can't see the pickup. But honestly, looking at this technology being developed, there's the pickup right there. Look at this technology being picked up and used and understood, and looking at people literally every day. I talk to people that are coders, and I'm like, yo, 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 psh, psh. You heard of that Codius, brah? Like, they're like, no. I'm like, yeah, but have you heard of Ethereum? Like, the whole conversation of like, yeah, Ethereum, smart contracts, you can code outside of Solidity in Codius, etc., etc. And so, like, it takes a long time for people to take the time to develop things on top of technology, right? Like, how soon you, as a developer, are you gonna be like, I'm just gonna build something on some technology I know nothing about? Now, not too quick, not too quick. You're probably gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna probably research this technology. I was just talking to a guy yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and he was like, yeah, yo, I work in video games, and I'm looking for a way to integrate payment rails on the internet, and I don't know how to do it. And I was like, yo, have you heard of XRP and Coil? And, he's a computer science guy. He was super excited to hear about the technology and have this conversation, and he was ready and receptive to have the conversation. Some people aren't even ready for that. Some people aren't even ready for the conversation about why we like XRP, why we like micropayment possibilities inside games, etc., inside of a fixed coded store of value, etc., etc. I made a tweet this morning, too, that I keep thinking about how to make more videos about the understanding of the revolution of the consensus and governance paradigm shift, right? We're looking at blockchain and DLT over and over again as how it applies to value, how it applies to a store of value. And I think that's great, and that's possibly one of the first manifestations we needed for people to take it seriously. But looking at the possibilities as a paradigm shift, as a revolution or evolution of governance, right? We have given ourselves a blueprint or a possible understanding of how to build out a trustless consensus governance. And that's insane. That's bonkers. That's really powerful stuff. And it might take like another 50 to 100 years for people to even have a conversation about, whoa, you guys know that the way the money's working with cryptography is actually it's a paradigm shift in governance and consensus and trustless systems. I wonder if we could apply that to the world at large and the governance we run, etc., etc. So I'm excited just to be able to have a conversation with that guy. I'm talking to the guy. He works in video games. He doesn't care about XRP. He doesn't hold XRP. He just wants to implement a payment rail for a video game. And I was like, dude, check out Coil. Check out Stefan Thomas. Check out Codius. And, he's going to do his own research and decide on his own. And think about the possibility for him to implement and build something out on it. Like, if he's building it, like, how long does it take for a game company or developers to go from R&D to product? You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute for sure. What's up, Joel? How are you? Thanks. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Calvin. What's going on? I should do a video about Ripple being gifted. That's a good idea. I think people often... I just approved one of your comments, actually, Calvin, on one of my videos. I don't know why it got held or whatever. It was held in one of the... I have to usually go delete so many scammers' comments because they're like, email my friend Michael. He made me $10,000 a day. Or my favorite one is, send me some Ether and I'll send you back 10 Ether. Like, so ridiculous. So ridiculous. So... I was like, why is Calvin's comment on here? It's a normal comment. It was like something intelligent and a contribution to the conversation. I was like, yes, I will approve that. Yeah, there's a lot of videos I want to do. That's a good idea. I'll put that in my, I'm going to screenshot it and put it in my folder. Ripple team sounds more and more confident by the day. I agree. I was watching that interview and looking at, have I done a video on Codius? Are you talking about after the fact, after I launched it? Because I did the video on how to launch a host, but I was going to do a video on like all about it and the possibilities of profit. But I haven't done the update. I haven't done the 28-day profit update video, and I haven't done really like a extensive breakdown of Codius. But I was watching Stefan Thomas's Codius video. Thanks, Robert, for sending that to me, and I was enjoying that. I was thinking about regurgitating it for you guys and just kind of clipping it up and putting it together with his slides. And I was also looking at Ralph, just like you were saying. I was watching the interview that most of you guys are probably watching it. The panel talking about whoever it was that just sent it to me in my subreddit. Thank you so much. The Hyper Wallet using XRP. The Ripple exec talking about the technology and the integration with Hyperwallet just a second ago. And yeah, exactly. The Ripple team sounds more and more confident. They're bringing in 50% of the banks in India. They're securing the banks in India to walk to Wells Fargo and be like, you guys want to get into India, here you go. So like, yeah, they're smart. Yeah, they're a business and they know what's going on. And the fact that they built out XRP and then gifted it to the world, just like, here you go, we need this. And we built it for ourselves, but we're giving it to everyone to use. You're welcome. Like, no one gives them any thanks. Everyone just yells at them like, why are you holding so many XRP? Why did you make such a great ledger? It's so fast. And there's no errors. Yeah, it's rough. It's a tough world out there. You know, it's a tough world, I know. And it's crazy. You normally don't see companies put a lot of hard work into technology and give it away and gift it to humanity. But that's what they did. That's what they did. So, yeah, maybe complain about it. I don't know. Thank you, K-Buck. Thanks a bunch for the contribution to the channel. I appreciate it. I will do some more Codius videos because, honestly, I really like my Codius. But looking at it right now, to be completely honest, I'm probably making about 3 XRP a month. And it's not profitable. That's for sure. And I'm not doing it to be profitable. I'm not doing it for profit. I'm doing it to help support the infrastructure, possibly make some profit. Possibly it'd be nice if it didn't cost me, because it's costing me like $120 a month to run it, and I'm making about $1.50 a month. So either the load increase needs to happen for more contracts, which we just saw the contracts drop off, or the XRP token price needs to go up, or both. Actually be better. But again, looking at building out this infrastructure before it's needed, that's pretty much the reason I did it. And I did that video, the how-to, which I was pretty excited about how many people responded and said they used it and brought their hosts online, and how many people tagged me and sent me the image of their host name. I was actually really, really proud. I was super proud, not only of myself, but of you guys. I was super proud of you guys, and I was super proud of us as a team, and I was like, wow. One of my friends was like, that's stupid. You just brought a bunch of people online and they're competing with you. I was like, no, that's the old way of thinking about it. We're a team. We need this network to be vast and expansive for it to work, for us to be here and support the possibility for companies to actually launch smart contracts and applications, et cetera, et cetera. Again, looking at the developer time frame from R&D to product. How long is that? You know, minimum for even some small stuff. That's insane. It's insane. Are you, Crypto Cash, do you have a verification on Bitstamp? Is that what you're saying? I don't think I could get verified on there. I don't think I could even get verified. Or they didn't respond to me. So yeah, looking at all these hosts, people sending me their little hosts that they updated, that was really exciting, and I really appreciate that. And I was happy to be of service, to be of use. And looking at some other things that we want to do. We want to do more videos like that. So we're going to do more things. We might do a video where how to build a website, because people were asking me about that. I do like the how to build a website idea, and I also want to do more like launching your own smart contract. So looking at like, what would you launch? What could we launch? What could we do in the smart contract realm? So the market took a big dip. If you're still holding on and you're still hanging out, Uphold. I like Uphold. No big deal. If you're still holding on, cheers. Cheers to you. How low can they go? It's like the crypto limbo. That might be the next video we do. That might be the name of it. Watch out for that bad boy. It'll be, how low can we go? Win bottom. Win bottom. How low can we go? Where do you think? Give me a price call and let me know. I mean, it's hard to say, really, because people are obviously repositioning in Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin dominance is up. And that means that possibly people are having faith that this is a good support level. But again, what do they know? Like, no one's actually, no one knows. No one knows anything. So that's about it for today. Not a lot of news today, unless you guys have anything else exciting. Oh, wait! I do have something else exciting. What was it? Oh, yeah. Check this out. London College Crypto Course. This is great. London School of Economics. So how many economic professors have been sharting? That's right, not cheating, but sharting all over crypto. And then what do you have? The London School of Economics is going to offer a cryptocurrency course. So here's the integration. Here's the phase. Here's how it goes. It's fake. It's fake. It's not worth it. Let's sell it. I think I understand the process. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's don't invest in it. Don't buy it. Don't do anything with it. Let us sell you how to do it. Yes, it makes sense now. I agree. They are economists. Yeah. Okay, so, all right. Sorry. London School of Economics, a leading British research university with an esteemed reputation in politics and economics, has taken a step into the world of cryptocurrency. According to the reports, the institution recently started offering an online course on digital currencies running under the name Cryptocurrency Investment and Disruption. The 6-week course, whose first class starts mid-August, is expected to provide students with practical knowledge on cryptocurrencies together with theoretical thought leadership for which LSE is renowned. Whoa. What's going on, guys? What's going on? So the course will provide you with the information, knowledge, and framework to deepen your understanding of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, how they operate, and the implication for business and the economy. Why are they teaching this stuff if it's such a sham? You know, like, I don't see them teaching courses on, I don't have any really good scams. What are some good scams? Scientology? Sorry if you guys, one of you is a Scientologist. Hopefully you're not. So they don't teach any courses about Scientology, do they? Burn. Burn. What are we talking about? All right, so that's about it. That's all the news. London School of Economics offering courses in crypto. That leads a lot of ideas of what's happening. They're yelling it's trash while they're trying to sell it over here. They're like, don't buy it. Buy it from us. Don't buy it. Buy it from us. Like, I see what's happening here. I've played this game before. It's not my first rodeo. All right. What do you guys think? That's about all for the news. Yeah, exactly. Monetize it. To be fair, they know how to speak Klingon. They have Klingon courses? Well, that's... Shoot. Eve, don't take away from my argument here. A college course on Ponzi schemes. Exactly, yeah. Eve, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, I just happened to go live in the afternoon. It worked out. It worked out for me and for you and about 12 other people, it looks like. I missed everything. Just got home. We didn't do anything other than really talk about the extensive Bancor hack, how QuantStamp called it in an audit. Didn't really actually call it. They pulled their audit. Didn't take credit for finding the hole in their code. And my Ether wallet's also been possibly taken advantage of by the Chrome Hala plugin. Crypto's down. 20 billion disappeared overnight. London School of Economics teaching courses on cryptocurrency. That's about it. That's about it. So what are you guys thinking? What's happening? If you can't do, teach. Oh, burn. Burn. What is up? What is up? How's it going? Yeah, whales bringing the market down for sure. Something clever? I agree. You hope 1 cent? 33 cents. You're calling 33 cent bottom. 33 cent bottom? Can you see it? 28 cents. 28 cents is probably the lowest it'll go. That's what I think. Phoenix Rising! Major bank, would you bet on going live with XRapid later this year? Going live with XRapid. I'm pretty sure it's already live. I'm pretty sure there's a couple banks that's already live with XRapid. I know there's a lot of like back and forth and people are like, when it's going to go live. I think it's already happened. I think that they're already live. And the reason maybe they're just not using it is because they're just not using it. I mean, they don't know how. You know, like it's a lot of new interesting technology developed. People just don't know how to do it. Eve, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support, Eve. You are a sweetheart. Why do Codius contracts go up and down? If you have a contract, how can you tell if you earn something? That's a great question. Well, first off, you can, if you go to your Codius host, you can see that obviously a lot of contracts are running and then they're not running, right? Because I think the reason why, I don't know for sure, but I think the reason why is because we're setting a cost per month and the contract durations is changed by the individual. So they can set the contract duration. They can pull it, I guess. And because I was watching something, Stefan Thomas talking about Codius, and he's saying that basically Codius contracts you can't edit. So if I launched a coin on Ethereum, I can go in and edit it in Solidity. I can edit the code or whatever. I can't edit a smart contract on Codius. Once it's launched, it's done. It's launched. It's locked. And it's a double-edged sword. It means that when once a smart contract's launched, I can guarantee it has not been altered. I know it hasn't been altered since it's launched. But what that means is right now, as people are just now using the technology and developing it, I think that means they're going to be launching and pulling a lot of smart contracts over and over again. So, you can see them go up and down, possibly because people are just launching and pulling it over and over again. And I think the network decides where to load it based off of how close it is to the request, et cetera, network specifications that I don't necessarily have access to that information. But I'm just guessing that it's obviously just pulling it for the easiest, most available source. So, yeah, I think, what was it? King Blue was telling me he was thinking about putting hosts in different places around the world to take advantage of different markets. And I think that's smart, but I think we'll reach an adoption level where it'll just be used everywhere. And, looking at like a lot of, obviously 230 hosts, that's a lot in the U.S. There's a lot of hosts in the U.S. It means that there's greater possibility for people to use a lot of hosts here. It means that possibly if you have a host somewhere else in the world and there's a high demand near you, that you get a majority of those contracts. Looking at how to understand the price for what you get, you should be able to see some earnings coming into your wallet as soon as daily. I've seen earnings come in just daily, by the moment, by the hour, or whatever. And they're not that much. Like I said, I think I'm making about 3 XRP a month, even with my big 18 gigabyte one. And my small one's not running right now, and so I don't really know how much the small one would make, the 2 or whatever. But looking at this big one, it's at 13% load right now. And basically, it pays me like 0.3 a day or something. And so I can see that. I think I just saw someone do this. And I don't know. I'll have to look for it. So sorry, I'll be Googling this. Script Codius. I saw someone just the other day put this out. And I don't know where it is. I might have to send it to you later, Eve, but I saw someone just put together a script that you can run on your host that actually gives you a log of all the payments, and I'll look at that and find it and send it your way. Okay, so that's a great question. How to see how much you're getting paid? I think there's a script that you can get a log for that for your Codius host. Again, I don't think it's too much right now, but again, looking at the network being loaded more and more contracts being run and more the price of XRP going up, then it will potentially become profitable. But also just building out the network before that so that there is a network for people to launch smart contracts on. It's kind of like a chicken and the egg situation. So that's about it for today. Tell me more, Eve says. What else do you want to know about it? I'll tell you everything. Looking at the London School of Economics offering online crypto courses, that's one of the biggest things, I think, because it's the London School of Economics. They have influence. They have power just through the authoritative suggestion of what this means. Like as soon as they launch it and they sell out, well, guess who else is making courses? Everybody. Harvard School of Business online cryptocurrency breakdown course. How soon? How soon? You tell me. How soon? Looking at basically people still just learning about this, and we talk about this pretty much every video. This is still just like everyone's learning. I'm learning. You're learning. We're having discussions. We're trying to educate ourselves. People are trying to, develop and innovate in this space. And so it's going to take a while. We're in a lull. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Did you hear about the Australian blockchain-based reward system? I think I did. See that. I think you forwarded it to me. Didn't you? I liked that article. That was good. I don't know why I didn't bring it up. We can look at it if you want. I just wasn't prepared today. I wasn't prepared, okay, Miyagi? I'm sorry. I just came out here, pressed go live. Buy XRP regularly or wait until it drops and buy big. Ooh! Toughest question of the day. Bricks dropping bombs. It's a good question. That's a good question, Bricks. The reality of the question is you're asking, do I know or do you know when the bottom is? And that's the challenge, because we don't know. No one knows. Anyone that tells you, that's the issue. I was just doing a video. We're about to edit it and finish it. The YouTube is getting pulled into the BitConnect case, right? YouTube's getting pulled in to the BitConnect lawsuit for some reason because they think YouTube was negligent for not pulling down those videos of those guys that if you Googled YouTube scammers, it's like their photos came up, right? Their photos came up. And so there's an issue, there's a paradox happening where, you know, YouTube's getting named in this lawsuit, and the whole issue with that, them trying to say YouTube should be responsible for that when the SEC didn't even step in. Like the SEC didn't even step in and say that they knew what was happening because they didn't know until it's too late. So I can't tell you for sure, and anybody that tells you that they can tell you for sure is lying. That's the problem. If the BitConnect's guaranteeing you money back, lie. You know, like someone's guaranteeing you anything, lie. It's a lie. I can't guarantee you when the bottom will happen, but I can guarantee you that the best way to hedge against the unpredictability of the market is to buy regularly. And that's what we were talking about yesterday. It's struggling. Screw it, buy more. Screw it, buy more. I'm waiting to buy all the time. I'm always waiting to buy more. In theory, I'm bricks. In theory, I am you. I can relate to this question. You know, like, of course I have a chunk of money, like a chunk of fiat that I want to just throw in at the all-time low, right? That would be the bottom. That's why everyone's asking when bottom. That's what we're asking. Like, when does the market reach the bottom? And I want to throw all my money in then. The problem is that you don't know. And just like Owen G said, screw it. I'm buying more right now because it's struggling to get below 40 cents. And he's right. It's struggling to get below 40 cents. You know, like I bought when it was up at $1, and I bought at 70 cents and 50, and happily buying even at 60 and 70 and run up, and then buying back down below 50. You're just buying at regular intervals is the best way to hedge against the losses of the market going down. So it's hard to say if you should wait bricks or if you should just do regular intervals, because I know a part of you wants to say, like, I'm going to wait and there's going to be an all-time bottom and I'm going to throw this huge chunk into it. But it's best just to kind of like buy regularly because we don't know. I mean, I've said this before, but you could really wake up tomorrow and that it could have been the bottom today. You know, like we could be at the bottom right now and we don't know it. Again, it could always go lower even after it goes up. It could go up and then down. That's just the way it works. I was reading an article today about the stock market's cyclical nature and the way that they actually try to pump it and keep it going up and down because it's never good for it to go up forever. They basically like those cycles, you know. So potentially the cycles are natural, and I think the real issue is our emotional attachment to our investment. You know, like let's look at the investments as investment vehicles, and like it's hard, I know, because we work so hard for our money, but detaching yourself from your emotional investment and looking at like, well, you know, like regular weekly investments is probably one of the best ways to really buy and hold. In my mind, that's the best way to do it. But also, you know, maybe sliding your day forward or back depending on the market that moment. Like knowing like, well, it just took a huge run today and it's in a downward trend. Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. Moving it forward back a day, that's fine, maybe. But then you can also see how you can miss opportunities that way. You're like, it'll go low tomorrow, and then it doesn't. And you're like, well, am I buying high now? Should I wait a week? And so you can see how that starts to mess you up. So just buying regularly can be good. It's hard to say. You know, like I can't call it when it's going to go up or down. And that's one of the things that's funny about the YouTube getting pulled into the BitConnect lawsuit too, is just like they're trying to blame YouTube for not taking responsibility for pulling some of these people off of YouTube that if you searched YouTube scammer, like you knew, like this guy talking about BitConnect all day. And there's a fine line there. You know, there's a fine line there because people that don't understand the technology, I've had people come out and say like BitConnect, yada, yada, you're talking about XRP all day, you're the same. And I'm like, really, bro? Like if you, I don't even know how to respond to those people. It's like, if you can't see the difference, then you should just keep your money in a mattress under your bed. That's what I suggest. If you don't know the difference between XRP and BitConnect, then you should just turn your computer off right now and just keep putting money in your mattress. That's what I think. So it's hard because I know it's developing space and everyone's trying to, you're still, Leah, you're funny. Leah, I like your style. You're making me laugh. Yeah, me too. It's, me too, Leah. Me too. I got high hopes. What was it? Just like, it was $400 the other day. It's coming back. It's coming back strong. I know it. So looking at the London School of Economics, people are starting to have a conversation like, okay, maybe crypto is a bigger umbrella than just it's all a scam. You know, like maybe cryptocurrency is a bigger thing I should pay attention to than just one coin. Because I've talked to people before, and I'm like, yeah, you guys, it's Lee. I've talked to people before, and I'm like, hey, you guys heard of crypto? They're like, yeah, I heard of BitConnect. It's a scam. And you're like, yeah, it's a scam. And they're like, that's the main one. And they're like, they literally think BitConnect and Bitcoin, they think it's the same thing. So Howard, don't say that, dude. I'm afraid someone's gonna take you seriously, dude. I'm afraid someone's gonna take you seriously. XRP, dirtier than I expected. Yeah, so people are still just like learning how to have a conversation about this material. They're still learning how to have a conversation about cryptocurrencies. They're still learning like, can I take it seriously? And things like this, July 10th, today, coming out, it's going to have a ripple effect, if you will. I should just say that every video. Every video. It's going to have a ripple effect for sure. And people are going to look around, London School of Economics teaching cryptocurrency course, even if it's just a preventative course of like, hey, how to look at current coins and like understand the terminology, that lends a lot of authority to the space. You know, a lot of authority to the space. You're saying it's at 45 cents right now on Binance? XRP is? Nice. Nice. It's still 449 on CoinMarketCap. We just lost $1 billion from the market cap. Yeah, exactly, Howard. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Just keep drinking. It'll be fine. No big deal. You'll be fine. So yeah, it's an exciting time. It's a lull for sure, though. There's not a lot happening. The hack and like the code reveals like a lot of moments that people, if they're feeling unsure, if they're on the fence and they're like, I don't know about this whole thing, they're definitely out. If like it keeps dropping and there's more hacks like that, they're just jumping from the ship, and that's okay. Don't be one. Don't jump from the ship. Hodl. Believe you me, you might as well. You know, you might as well at this point. So, Uphold needs to take my credit card. Uphold doesn't take your credit card? That's rough. That's rough, Miyagi. All right, well, I know we came on late today, and it was a weird time, but go watch the video. We posted it earlier. Still looking for the next Bitcoin. It's talking about the idea of just how much people are still fixed on the idea that it's over and there's nothing else and this is done. So we'll see what happens. We'll leave them up to interpret that article for themselves. As always, happy to be here. Happy to see you guys. The struggle's real. BTC won't have dominance forever. I agree. Something clever. I agree. BTC dominance is only just because of the brand dominance. It's brand market dominance by brand, really, and that's what it is. It's just because Bitcoin. Everyone knows that name. I feel like I keep saying I'm going to do this video, but it's like I'm not really doing it. I haven't gone downtown and asked anyone face to face, like, hello, have you heard of Bitcoin? Yes. And have you heard of XRP? No? Like, I haven't done that video because I'm pretty sure we know what's going to happen, right? No one knows about XRP. Everyone's heard of Bitcoin. It's a scam. So be patient, my young friends. Remember how long Ripple Labs held on and paid attention to the good word and took part in conversations every day. And thinking about how earlier I had that conversation with that computer scientist and mentioned XRP and the ILP and COIL, stuff like that. Just remember to never be afraid to have a conversation about this stuff, and we're always trying to learn and look to understand it better, and introducing and inviting people in. You know, someone today could look at it. It could be 6 months from now before they think like this is seriously legit, and it could be another year and a half before they actually build out something from R&D to product. Eve, don't chase me around with your what TF XRP vid. I actually thought about you when I didn't post it this morning. It's almost done. It's really close to done. I want it to be perfect. Some videos are okay just how they are. Like, I made this video, it's going out, I burped in it or whatever, no big deal. Some videos have to be perfect. What is XRP? I want it to be great. Because I want to be able to send it to people like my grandma and have them understand what we're all yammering about. So, it's coming. Don't worry. I know I keep saying it, but it's going to happen. Thanks again, guys, for chiming in, for showing up. Remember, just the market's down, but it's okay. We had a big loss, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. Go watch my whole video if you feel like selling. And watch out for my video later today, the YouTube BitConnect breakdown, where I talk about that and some other stuff. So cheers, farewell, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Until then.